Hello, children. Welcome back to the Business and Accounting second session of the first chapter. As you can remember, we discussed about the last time we met needs and wants. I hope you can remember needs and wants, right? When we ended the session the last time, we were talking about characteristics, features of needs and features of wants. We'll begin our discussion with features of needs and wants. Right. Children, what do you say if somebody asks you about features? Features of your sister, features of your brother. What would you say? You're going to explain about how this person looks, what are his qualities, what's his nature, right? Yes, so likewise, we are going to talk about the nature of needs, the nature of wants. Okay? Let's start with needs, shall we? Needs, as I have explained to you, needs are the most basic, the essential things that we must fulfill to survive. Most essential things we require to survive. Those are the needs. Now, what do you think? Needs are essential, of course. Needs are essential. We cannot live without fulfilling our needs. Just to make sure that you remember the needs, what are the basic needs, children? What is that? Yes, needs, basic needs. First basic need, food and water. Good. Then we have clothing. Yes, correct. Then we have shelter. Then we have health, security, education, communication and transportation, and so on and so forth. Those are the basic needs, and they are essential for survival. Must have, otherwise we can't survive. Simple as that. Next, needs are common to all. Let's think about it for a second. You have the same needs. I have the same needs. Your family, all the members in your family have the same needs. Everybody have the same needs. And you know what the basic needs are, right? Food and water. Everybody needs food and water. Is there anyone that you have met or that you know who does not need food and water? No. No, children. Everybody needs food and water. So it's common to all. Everybody needs clothing. Common to all. Everybody needs, yes, shelter. Everybody needs a shelter. It's common to all. All right? Cannot be created. Children, needs cannot be created. No. No, needs cannot be created. Needs come from our basic existence. It's the requirements that we need, that we have to fulfill for our survival, for our existence. Businesses or other person, any other party cannot create needs for us. We already have our needs. We bring our needs from our birth. Yes, cannot be created. Last but not least, needs are limited. You already know there are only how many needs? There are only 8 or 9 needs, not more than 10, and 3 basic needs. You already know these needs. Yes, that's right. Food and water, clothing, shelter, health, education, security, transportation, communication, entertainment, as I have mentioned. Only those needs, children, they are limited. Okay? You will understand this when we move on to wants. Wants are the interesting things. Let's talk about wants then. Essential for survival, must be fulfilled. Those are the needs. But wants? No. Not essential for survival. Not essential, children, not essential. Not essential. Either you can have your want, what you want, or you can have another. Example, food is the basic, the most essential need that humans have. So it's essential. If you don't fulfill, you can't survive. Let's say for the need of food, you want a pizza. If you don't get the pizza, are you going to die? No. Can't you survive without pizza? You can. Can't you survive with rice? You will have something else. Right? So wants are not essential. Wants are the things that you like to have. Yes. Common to all. That is the next characteristic of needs. Common to everybody. The entire human race. All of us have the same needs. Things that we need to survive. But what about wants? Wants, children, are they common? You have the same wants as your brother. Your father have the same wants as you? No way, no. Wants are not common to everybody. Wants are diverse. Diverse. There is no limit to our wants. And one person wants something else, another wants something else. They are not common to everybody. To you, to me, to your parents, to... Not common. They are diverse. Remember, wants can be created. Wants can be created. Why do I say so? Think of a journey, or think of somewhere that you have gone, or a moment that you're traveling on the street, when you're walking on the street, when you're in the city. How many billboards, how many advertisements do you see? How many? Countless, right? Yes, countless. So let's say you have the need of food, you need food, and you're walking on the street, you see a billboard of, let's say, KFC, fried chicken. So you will like having KFC chicken. Or you see a picture of a biryani, a dish, delicious something, which is advertised on a billboard. You feel like having that. Who created that want in you? The business. The business which is selling that. So, wants can be created. What you want it depends on what you see and what you experience, what you hear. You feel different wants. You feel the wanting. Yes, children. So those wants can be created. Next, needs are limited. Needs, children, needs are limited. A number of needs that we discussed. Those are common to everybody and they are limited. What can you say about wants? Wants are unlimited. Unlimited. Nobody can count the wants of an individual. Let's take the whole population. How many wants can you think? Can you think of a number? No. Unlimited. Right. So there you go. Unlimited. First feature, essential. What is essential? Needs or wants? Needs are essential, children. Wants are not essential. Common to all. Needs are common to all, but wants are diverse, various. Cannot be created. Needs cannot be created. Wants can be created, of course. Limited. Needs are limited, very limited, but wants are unlimited. These are the characteristics or features of needs and wants. Let's think of you. Think of you. Let's think what you would like to have. Right? This is an activity that it's a fun activity we can do. I'm going to write the needs, the basic needs of humans. You're going to tell me what you would like to have, what your want is to satisfy these needs. What you want. Okay. First need. You tell me. Why don't you tell me? Yes. Food and water. Yes, correct. Food. What do you like to have for food right now? Pizza? Spaghetti? Maybe a juice? Rice? Dosa? Variety of things, children. You can write whatever you want. Clothing. What would you like to have? What do you want to satisfy the need of clothing? Would you wear the same shirt or the same tie as I am? No, of course not. You will want t-shirts, you will want caps, you would like, to wear hats or shades or shoes or sandals or watches or things which are unimaginable. Those are your wants. What would you like to have to satisfy your need of shelter? Everybody will say a house. Obviously, yes, a house. But some like to live in flats. That is a house too. Yeah, but it's their want. They don't like an individual house with a garden. They like to live in an apartment. So, a mansion. Who wouldn't like to live in a mansion? Who doesn't like? Some doesn't like. That's what they want. You should understand that. Mansion. Okay. Some will say, No, I don't like a big mansion. I don't like. I like to live in an apartment. Suit yourself. Apartment. What else do you have in mind? What do you want to satisfy your need of shelter? What do you want? Mansions, apartments, flats. Some like hotels even. They like to live in hotels. Remember, children, we are talking about the entire human race. Wants are diversified. We have the basic needs: food, clothing, shelter, yes. We have the next, health, education, yes, security, what else? Communication, transportation, yeah, the specific needs. You can remember at least 5, 6 maybe. Remember at least 5, 6. Keep them in your mind, children. Needs are only these, okay? Not more than, in the present day, not more than 9, 10 needs. Remember the most important ones. These are the needs, but you can write a variety of things for wants, right? Important point. In your past examination papers, there have been questions asking to select or to choose the answer with only needs. There have been questions. Select the answer with only needs. The answer which includes only needs. Some answers have rice. And children think, oh, rice is a need. We eat rice. We can't live without rice, of course. Rice. Yeah. They tick the answer with rice. No, rice is what you want, what somebody want. It's a want. Needs are only these. Remember, children, we are going to move on. What are products? Now, children, as we have been discussing, about products all along from the beginning. To satisfy our needs, we need products. And what we want, what do you think? What we want? We want products. The things we need, the things we want, all those are products, children. What does the definition tell you? Anything which can satisfy human needs and wants are products. Anything which can satisfy human needs and wants, anything is a product. Remember, anything which you use to satisfy your needs and your wants, anything is a product. This is the book definition, the textbook definition. And products are divided into 2. Yes, children, 2 categories. You already know, we have discussed these things. Goods are there, services are there. Okay? Look at the pictures. You have the goods. And you have the services. Let me explain one of the main differences. In between goods and services. Children, goods are tangible. Yes? Does that make sense? Of course, yes. Goods are tangible. Tangible means you can see, you can hear, you can touch, you can feel. Is this a good? Yes. Of course, this is a good. This is the pen that I use in order to mark on the screen. It's a good. I want this. And it's tangible. Sure, it's a good. What goods can you see in the picture? What goods can you see on the screen? My shirt, I'm wearing a shirt. That's a good. I'm wearing a tie, it's a good. The car, it's a good. The house I live in, it's a good. The furniture that you have in your houses, goods. What did you eat in the morning? What did you eat for lunch? All those are goods. Yes, tangible products or physical things which we use are goods. Remember, children, tangible or physical. Things that we can touch, feel, see and hear. Goods. And we have services. We need services too. Services are intangible. Tangible. Intangible. Do you know of any service that you are using right now? I'm asking right now. Are you using any service to satisfy something that you want? Of course, you are using a service. You are using electricity. Don't you use electricity? That's a service. Of course, you are using electricity. It's a service. You are using, let's say, medical services when you go to a hospital, right? But if I ask you, are you using any other service right now? Think. Except electricity, children. Any other service? If I ask you, are you using goods? What are the goods you are using? You will tell me a list of goods. But right now, what are the other services you are using? Can't think of anything. The service that I'm giving you, this is an educational service. It's a service. Why are you watching me right now? Because you need to learn. You have the need of education. Didn't we learn? Didn't I tell you that education is a need? I told you, it's a need that you have and you're using my service in order to satisfy that need. The need of education, children, it is satisfied by this service. So, services are intangible. You can't touch me, you can't touch my service, you can't touch the lesson, it's intangible. That's what we mean by intangible. Services are intangible. But goods that you are using right now, the t-shirt you're wearing, the one phone that you're using, the laptop that you're having right now, all those are tangible. Those are goods and services. Very clear. I hope it's clear to you. Okay. What does this image show you? It shows a supermarket. Okay, what do you get from supermarkets? Goods or services, children? Everybody said goods, right? Of course, there are goods. You get goods. I mean, sure, yes, you get goods. You get goods. You get a variety of goods. What you see here, you see various types of goods. Yes, you get goods. But don't you get a service? You only buy goods. You take goods and you go home. No, children, there is a service too. The service of retailing. If the supermarket did not present, if they did not present the goods in a very pleasant environment, air conditioned, clean and clear, displayed all the goods in order in their shelves to be sold to you, and with sales staff, employees helping you, if they did not present that, how can you buy the goods, children? Remember, goods are these things, anything that we use, any physical thing, tangible thing that we use to satisfy our needs and wants. Services are intangible things that we use to satisfy our needs and wants. So take this to your heads. Retailing is a service. Retailing is a service. And we talked about other services, right? What? Educational services, medical services, transportation is a service, communication is a service. There are a number of services we use on a daily basis. So products are divided as goods and services. It's clear to you. I hope it's clear. Goods are also known as commodities. Children, there's another term. Goods are also known as commodities. Okay, let's move on. Important question. Who provides you with all these products, all these goods and services? The goods and services that you saw, who provides these to you? Services, goods, everything is provided to us by businesses. Very good. Who provides us with goods and services? Who? Businesses provide us with goods and services that we need to satisfy our needs and wants. Things we require to satisfy our needs and wants. The goods and services provided by the businesses. Good. What is this classification? Yes, children, it shows how businesses are categorized in terms of the nature of production. What do they provide us? By looking at what they provide, we can categorize businesses as commodity or goods manufacturing businesses, goods producing businesses, and service providing businesses. Two categories. Businesses according to what they provide, what they produce, the nature of production. Businesses categorized as goods producing and service providing businesses. Okay, practical knowledge. I'm gonna test your practical knowledge. What are the goods manufacturing or goods producing businesses that you know? You have to tell me names of businesses, things that you always use, goods that you always use. Let's take some brand names. Brand names produced by brand names of businesses. Businesses what that produces goods. Atlas, you always use books, pencils, pens, rulers, erasers, variety of things produced by Atlas. That is a business which produces goods. Another, Sony, of course, produces goods. LCDs, LEDs, hi-fi systems, home theaters, computers, laptops, variety of goods. What else? You can come up with good examples. Yes, children? Goods producing businesses. What is that? Apple. Okay. They are producing phones. Okay. Toyota. Yes, they are producing cars. You must be saying a variety of names, a lot of names of companies, of businesses which produce goods that you use. Good. Service providing businesses. What do you think? Businesses which provide you services that you like, that you use. Give me some. How many can you give me? How many can you give me? How many businesses do you know which are providing us services? Hospitals, schools, international schools, private schools, international private hospitals. What else? Now I can take up some names, but you have to imagine. Retailing businesses, didn't I tell you that retailing is a service? So give me some names of businesses who are providing a retail service to us. Kiehl's, that's a supermarket, a brand name which is providing us a service. What service? Retailing service. Right, so those are the service providing businesses in our society that we know. Previously, we mentioned a number of businesses who provide goods, who produces goods that we know. Right, so remember children, point to remember two varieties, two categories of businesses: goods producing and service providing. The two main categories of businesses. So children, this categorization of businesses must be remembered well. In the future, in the coming lessons, you are going to learn about more ways to categorize. Okay? More ways to categorize businesses. But according to the nature of the product or nature of production which is done by the businesses, only two main categories are there. Those categories are goods producing or commodity producing and service providing. Done. We'll move on to the next part. What do you see on the screen right now? What do you see? Factors of production. Obviously, you will be wondering, you must be wondering, what factors are involved in production. You already know producing or production means making. You already know that making something, making goods, some sort of a good, some sort of a product is made in order to satisfy our needs and wants. That is what businesses do. So, what factors are involved in production when producing goods? Right? We'll check it out. How is all these goods and services produced by businesses? That is a question. Maybe you can answer. Yes? How is all these goods and services are produced by businesses? Yes? Can you ask that question? How? With what? Children, if you said with materials, let's take a good. Right now, what are you having on you? What are you having? Are you having a laptop? Are you having a phone? Whatever, either one is considered as a good. You know that. Whatever you are wearing, whatever you are eating, if you are eating right now, those are all goods. You are consuming. Using means consuming. So what goods are you consuming right now? Whatever you are having on you. All these goods must be produced. The making process, and what is used. There's a common word. The answer to this question is that common word. We call them resources. Whatever that is used to make in the making process, or we call, in proper terms, we call in the production process, producing. In that process, whatever materials, whatever things, whatever forces, efforts are used, those are called resources. So, children, very important point. Factors of production, or whatever things which are used in the making process, in the production process of goods, those factors are commonly known as resources. Resources. In the production process, resources are used in order to produce goods and services. These resources are mainly divided as 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Resources are divided as land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Something interesting, don't you think? Factors of production, all the factors are known as resources, everything which is used to produce something, produce goods and services. In the making process, in the production process, resources are used. Common word is resources, and resources are divided into 4 parts, 4 sections. Those 4 sections are land, labor, capital, and enterprise. You got it, right? So these are the resources are mainly divided as land, labor, capital, enterprise. These resources, these factors which are used in the production process are known as factors of production. Factors of production, yes, factors of production. Land, labor, capital, enterprise. Let's look at what these individual items mean, shall we? Land. The word land means what? Well, land means land. Is that what you said? Land is land, of course. But in the production process, children, land means all the natural resources. Not only land, all the natural resources. There you go. Land means all the natural resources. Whatever which is used, whatever that are used to produce in the production process, in the making of goods, whatever natural resources used in the production process. Commonly, those factors are known as land. Let's take an example. Example. The production of furniture. Don't you have furniture at your homes? Furniture. Wherever you look, you have furniture at home, right? Chairs, tables, sofas, almirahs, cupboards, wardrobes, whatever those are furniture. What natural factors, natural resources are used in the production of furniture? What natural resources? Wood, of course. Wood. So wood goes under land. Again, I'm telling you this. Land does not mean only the piece of land which is used for production. The piece of land on which the factory is built up. Not only that land, all the natural resources are called land. So, in the production of furniture, you get wood. It's a natural resource. Rubber, natural resource. Yeah. What else do you put in to the production or for the making of furniture? What else? Natural resources only. We are talking about land. Wood. Yeah, rubber sometimes. Materials like cushion, cotton, which are used for sofas. Well, those are natural. Cotton. No? You know what cotton is? Taken from trees, right? Natural resources in the production of furniture. All the natural resources go under land. All right? Labor. We have another factor called labor right here. I will give labor this color. Can you see this? Labor. Can you see what the picture is showing you? Labor. The workers. The workers who are involved in the process of production, in the making process. Whatever which is made, whatever that is made by the business, it doesn't matter. The workers or the employees who are working in your business in order to make whatever you are making, those laborers, workers, or we call them employees, that falls under labor. Let's take an example. All right. You have a furniture production business. Okay, you produce furniture, tables, chairs, dining sets, almirahs, cupboards, wardrobes, sofas. You produce furniture and you bring all the wood which is necessary to make the dining sets and tables and chairs, to make your furniture. You bring all the goods, that's a mistake. Goods are made using resources. All right, so you bring all the resources. The resources which are needed to produce your goods, that is furniture. Wood is brought into the factory. Who makes the goods? Who makes the furniture? Those are the laborers, the employees of your business. The wood is not gonna stand up, the logs are not gonna get up and make furniture out of them. It's funny, right? No, there should be people who have the skill, who have the ability to make whatever that is made by your business. Those people who are working using their skills in your business, those people are laborers or workers. Those resources, remember, people are also a resource. Those resources go under labor. So I will say all the human resource, all the human resources, there you go, falls under labor. Children, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are these things? Resources which are used in production. Okay, all the resources are divided into 4 factors. Land means natural resources. Labor means human resources. The laborers, employees. Yeah, labor. Capital. What resources are these? What resources are these? Capital. Children. Money, equipments, machineries, and other man-made resources. Artificial, I can use that word. Artificial resources, which are put in to make whatever the goods you are making. Okay, so artificial resources or man-made resources, all the man-made or I can use this word, artificial resources. All the artificial resources. You can see clearly what the picture shows you, right? The machineries, the factories, the vehicles, the equipments, and most importantly, money, which is put into the production process. You need money to buy all these things, right? Yes or no? Of course. You need money to start a business. You need money to buy machinery. You need money to set up your factory or work site or the shop. You need buildings and you need money to buy the buildings, right? All these resources which are artificial falls under capital. Remember, children, in the lessons to come, especially in the accounting lessons which are coming soon in your syllabus, in those lessons you learn that capital is the amount of money or the resources invested to the business by the owners of the business. The owners. The resources which are invested by the owners. So we'll learn that definition in accounting, but this is different. This is all the resources, all the artificial resources invested into the business. I'll ask you a question. Who does all these things? Who invests or who uses the natural resources? Who brings in the employees required for your business? Who brings in the other artificial resources? Who? That is the owner, or the person who implements, who gets the idea to start a business and who takes the risk and carries on the business. That is also a resource. That is also a resource. Probably that is the most important resource. So this person is called the entrepreneur. Let's say that again. Entrepreneur. Some say entrepreneurs, some say entrepreneur. Same thing, entrepreneur. That is what I mean by enterprise. In the previous slide, you saw that the factors of production, first was land, second was labor, third capital, last it was given as enterprise. That is what this word shows you, same meaning, entrepreneur or enterprise. Probably the most important factor among all these other factors is the one who brings all these other factors together in order to start and develop the business. That is also a resource. That resource is called enterprise or entrepreneur. Children, you must be wondering, why do we need all these factors? Why are we learning about these factors? One day, you might start a business. Remember, these are all the factors you need to start a business and to produce goods or services. Produce. Okay? Factors that you need to produce. Factors of production. Land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship or enterprise. With that, we wind up the first section of chapter 1. That is the first chapter of grade 10 syllabus, background of business. In that chapter, the first section in the first lesson. So children, I hope you understood all the things that we discussed up to now. Hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.